Change the way you see yourself, and your life will begin to change in ways you never imagined. You have been looking at yourself through the eyes of your failures for too long. Every mistake has become proof that you are not enough. Every setback has become another reason to expect less from yourself. But what if the biggest thing holding you back is not your ability, but the story you keep repeating in your own mind? You wake up every day carrying an invisible label. It tells you that you are lazy. It tells you that you always quit. It tells you that successful people are simply different from you. The more you believe that label, the more your actions begin to match it, and the cycle keeps repeating. You do not become what other people think about you. You become what you believe about yourself. That belief quietly controls every choice you make, even when you do not notice it. It is shaping your future right now. Think about how many opportunities you have ignored because you already decided you would fail. Think about how many dreams you buried because you believed someone else was more talented, more confident, or more deserving. Those moments did not disappear. They became part of the identity you built without realizing it. The hardest prison to escape is the one inside your own mind. There are no walls, yet it keeps you trapped. There are no chains, yet you obey its limits every single day. And the worst part is that you believe those limits are real. Every time you say, "I can't," your brain listens. Every time you tell yourself that you are not disciplined enough, not smart enough, or not strong enough, your actions begin to prove those words true. Your identity becomes your reality. But your identity is not fixed. It is built. And anything that is built can be rebuilt. That means the person you are today does not have to be the person you become tomorrow. The problem is that most people try to change their actions before changing their identity. They force themselves to wake up early for a few days. They try to exercise for 1 week. They start reading books or learning new skills. But deep inside, they still believe they are the same old person. Eventually, their old identity pulls them back. They skip one workout and tell themselves they knew it would never last. They waste one evening scrolling through their phone and convince themselves nothing has changed. They give up because they never became someone different in their own mind. Real change begins with a decision. A decision that you are no longer the person who makes excuses. A decision that you are becoming someone who keeps promises, even when nobody is watching. That single decision changes everything that comes next. Your habits follow your identity. Your discipline follows your identity. Your confidence follows your identity. If you still see yourself as weak, every difficult task will feel impossible. But when you begin seeing yourself as someone who finishes what they start, your actions slowly begin to match that belief. This does not happen overnight. It happens one choice at a time. One alarm you refuse to snooze. One workout you complete even when you feel tired. 1 hour of focused work instead of endless distractions. Small victories become proof that your new identity is real. You do not need to wait until you feel confident. Confidence is earned after action, not before it. The people you admire were not born believing in themselves. They built that belief by doing difficult things again and again. Stop asking yourself if you feel motivated today. Motivation changes with your mood. Identity stays even when motivation disappears. The person you believe you are will always decide what you do next. Imagine waking up every morning knowing exactly who you are. Not someone searching for discipline, but someone who lives it. Not someone hoping for success, but someone who expects progress because they trust themselves. That kind of self-belief cannot be bought. It cannot be borrowed from a motivational video. It is created through thousands of moments when you choose your future over your comfort. Comfort will always whisper that tomorrow is a better day to begin. Tomorrow will always sound easier than today. But tomorrow has stolen more dreams than failure ever has. The truth is simple. Your future self is watching every decision you make today. Every excuse either builds that future or destroys it. Every action becomes another vote for the person you are becoming. There will be days when you doubt yourself. There will be mornings when getting out of bed feels impossible. There will be moments when quitting seems like the easiest choice. Those are the moments that define your... When you keep going despite discomfort, you prove something powerful to yourself. You prove that your emotions are no longer in control. You prove that your excuses no longer decide your future. You become stronger without even noticing it. Most people never reach their potential because they never challenge the version of themselves they have accepted. They protect the identity that is keeping them stuck. They stay comfortable because changing feels uncertain. But growth has always lived on the other side of uncertainty. Every stronger version of you is waiting behind decisions that feel uncomfortable today. The question is whether you are willing to meet that person. Stop introducing yourself with your past. Stop defining yourself by your worst days. Stop carrying old failures into a future that has not been written yet. Your past explains you, but it does not own you. Every morning gives you another chance to cast a vote for your new identity. Every focused hour, every healthy meal, every difficult conversation, every promise you keep, those votes begin to outweigh the old story. One day you will look back and realize the biggest transformation was never your body, your income, or your success. It was the way you saw yourself. Everything else simply followed. The mirror does not show your potential. It only shows who you have been until now. The real version of you exists in the decisions you have not made yet. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for perfect timing. Stop waiting until you feel ready. The person you want to become is created the moment you start acting like them. From this moment forward, speak to yourself differently. Walk differently. Think differently. Keep promises that the old version of you would have broken. Let every action become evidence that your identity has changed, because the world will eventually see you the way you first choose to see yourself. The respect you receive begins with the respect you give yourself. The life you build begins with the person you decide to become. So ask yourself one question before this video ends. If your actions today became your identity forever, would you be proud of the person staring back at you? If the answer is no, then do not wait another day. Change the way you see yourself, and you will change the way you live forever. Before you leave, remember this. Changing your identity is only the beginning. The next challenge is protecting that new version of yourself from the habits that once controlled your life. The next video will show you exactly how to build discipline that lasts even when motivation disappears. Watch it now, because the person you are becoming depends on what you choose to do next.